People don't realize in music, you're creating a business. A lot of people just think that you can just express your passion and you could just live out your dream and everybody else is going to do the work. That might have worked 30 years ago, 20 years ago, hell, even 10 years ago. But there's so many things that go along with doing music because we're in a creative business space that you have to figure out as a creative. Now we're in the era of personal brand where you can just get on YouTube, you can get on IG, you can get on TikTok, you can have a video that goes viral and it could become the catalyst for everything that your music needs to be able to set the grounds to take off. But you still need the mechanisms in place to be able to have a successful career. You still need to be able to understand sales. You still need to be able to understand marketing. You still need to be able to understand advertisement. You still need to be able to understand management and how to train people. If you do not know how to do these things, you will not have a high chance of success. Because if you would sign to a label or a publishing company or a management company, these companies and corporations already have the mechanisms in place for you to succeed. But now we're getting to a point where there's not enough profit margin for you and them. Yes, they want to be able to leverage off of your talent, but they've switched their blueprint. Now, instead of relying on 1 or 2 or 20 artists to bring in the majority of the money, now we are in this subscription-based model type business where we want to profit off all of the artists, whether they're signed or not. And this is why the Spotifys of the world make more money than every label. So you need to be able to sit down and not just be able to understand business, but be able to go over everything. And that's going to take a significant amount of training. Because if you've never done business before, if you've never sold any product or service, then you're in bad position. And this is one of the things that I learned early because I came from a business family. I had the opportunity to see what it feels like to serve a customer. I see what it felt like to handle an objection. I seen what it feel like to be able to advertise in a certain way or product place in a certain store to be able to get a certain result. A lot of people don't understand my background. I come from a business background where I worked for my father and we had a grocery store. And then after we had a grocery store, we had a daycare center for 15 years. And those are the businesses that taught me the most that I needed to know to be able to succeed in music. Because when I got into the business, the first thing that I did was a market analysis. I was looking at the fact that everybody was trying to sell songs for $1. But me knowing what I knew about marketing, I knew that it was going to take so much marketing dollars just to get a lot of people to give me the attention to be able to sell that product for $1 that it would be almost impossible. Contingent to the fact of where I lived, because I lived in the middle of America, in the Midwest, with no economic market, with no ability to be able to sell to people locally without having a true distribution center to really get my music to the masses. So what did I do is I had to come up with strategies and the tactics for me to be able to offset those things. And that's what business takes. You're building a business. You're building a brand. You're building a brand in such a way where you have to be able to then take that brand to be able to leverage off of your name to basically sell anything. Because why do they get musicians to sell certain products and services? Because people who build products and services know that they want to leverage off people who's getting a lot of attention. So that's the first thing that you do. You first focus on building your brand and getting a lot of attention. Because even if you don't know what to do with it, somebody else does know what to do with it. You could do brand deals. Then you could set up a sloppy sales system. Because when you build your first sales system, it's not going to be pretty. It's probably going to be inefficient. It's going to be slow. There's going to be a lot of steps for customers. But then you have to ask yourself, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board and you say, what is it going to take for me to create a robust sales system, a robust system where I can get a customer, a client, a fan from this point to this point in the smoothest possible manner. And once you figure that out, you keep improving, you keep improving, you keep improving, you keep working it out, you keep improving until you have something that's so good, so effective that you'll be able to know the numbers. You know that you'll be able to put in $1 and pull out $3. You know that I could create this amount of content with this amount of ads and create this amount of revenue. Because I promise this is exactly what the big labels are doing. This is what the big corporations are doing. This is what the publishing companies are doing. This is what the management companies are doing. This is what big brands are doing. They know the numbers. You have to understand and know your numbers. We're long past the days where you could just express your passion and you could just get on here, sing and go viral and get a deal. Those days are over with. Those days are over where you can be some undiscovered rapper and you just blow up on SoundCloud and get a deal and everybody else is going to take it and take your music to the next level. Those days are over. Because now what's going to happen is that if they sign you, they're going to make everything. And they've been making everything. And you're going to make 10% of what you could have potentially made. Now, that's no deal for anybody and we can't make a living off of that. So we have to think long term. We have to think in a position and position ourselves to be able to say, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get to the next level? How are we going to build a system? How am I going to be able to remarket to fans? How am I going to make this so good that as soon as I get somebody in, that I'm able to get the feedback, I'm able to use that feedback to make better products and services? How am I going to be able to take advantage of the attention that I'm getting in the current moment? Or if something goes viral, how am I going to be able to sell a product on that attention if I get 500,000 or 1 million or 100,000 views in a place like TikTok or Instagram? And these are the things that as business creatives that we lose sleep over. But we have to figure them out. But we spend so much time thinking that working is getting in the studio and creating a bunch of songs. You're going to get to a point in time where you have so many beats that you don't know what to do with. You have so many songs that you don't know what to do with. That you have so many songs that you've written as a songwriter that you don't know what to do with. You have to understand what to do with the products and services that you create and what you're good at. And this is why I try to tell people, look, record yourself. Learn how to create your own beats, or even if you don't know how to create your own beats, create a product fast and get it to the market as fast as possible. Because then you'll be able to see if the market is accepting of what you're creating and if it's good enough to be able to sell and make a profit off of. And if not a profit yet, a living. You'll be able to gauge demand. And so now I've put but it all begins with you being able to get good enough to get in that position. You have to start with your skills. So start with your skill acquisition. First learn rapping or singing, then engineering, then songwriting. Then if you're on the production side, learn how to play an instrument. Learn how to vocal produce. Learn a secondary skill when you acquire that first primary skill, which is your singing or your rapping or whatever you want to do, your beat making. That secondary skill is going to help you in business when that first primary skill isn't profitable. But I've created all the coursework for you. So if you want to learn how to songwrite, I have courses for that. If you want to learn how to build equipment, how to put it together, how to install the software, how to record, mix, and master yourself, how to do the content, I have all of the strategies and the courses. The link is in the description. And I have a private community called the Nation of Soundmakers. It's 2,000 friends coming together, all helping each other learn how to basically navigate this difficult music industry. So it's Fedarro. What are you struggling with in business? What are some of the things that you wish that you knew how to do in music when it comes to the business side that you don't? And maybe we can address those in future videos. It's your boy Fedarro.